Hello everyone, this is Energy Crisis, the energy drink report. Okay. Alright, we're here, energy drink review. This is Energy Crisis, the energy drink report. First and foremost, I just wanted to briefly apologize for the lack of videos lately. There's really been a lack of videos as of late, and I do apologize. That's been on me, really. It's been on me. Just had a lot going on in life. Yes, I do have a life. I actually do. Contrary to popular belief, I don't just teleport to this desk and this table for 10 minutes every couple of days, review, and then go back to the void. That's a false rumor, so don't believe anyone who says that. I do have a life, and has its own things going on in it, so... been focusing on that, and also been focusing a lot with the channel. So, haven't really been able to dedicate too much time to the reviews. Which I will say, especially in the energy drink realm, we have many new acquisitions that need to be reviewed and talked about for 10 minutes or so. So, we got many of those on the way, and likewise with food reviews, we've got more of those coming up too. We do, but, just wanted to briefly apologize and just say, I know, and it's on me. It's on me. This review is, it's a review. It's a little different than some of the ones we have done already, meaning, adjusting the lapels, meaning we've kind of already reviewed this. We're revisiting this. We are. We're revisiting it. We're revisiting 5-Hour Energy Berry Flavor. Great tasting. And perhaps we'll revisit the rest of them too. We'll see. We'll see in due time. But the reason I'm really revisiting 5-Hour Energy is that lately they've had an ad campaign where they've been saying, almost like a better taste. Perhaps they did things to it. Perhaps they switched up the ingredients. I do not know. And considering the fact that the last time we reviewed 5-Hour Energy was 4 years ago, I think it's time to go back and just see, alright, almost 5 years ago now, has it changed at all? Or is it still, what it is? And also, since then, since 2011, when I was just a little baby pretty much, sitting there in the suit, doing my thing. 5-Hour Energy was the first drink I ever reviewed. So all things considered, now that my reviewing senses have sharpened, perhaps they really haven't, but we'll just say that. We'll be able to take a better look at this. So, 5-Hour Energy, it's an energy shot. Energy shot, you drink it, and you're full of energy. Has vitamins, nutrients, caffeine, it's sugar-free, 4 calories in total. The front, of course, some bright, refreshing colors, energetic colors, as I believe I said, and there's your guy running. That's what you're going to be wanting to do after you drink this, according to them. Your supplementary facts, serving size of 1.9 free fluid ounces. Has niacin, vitamin B6, folic acid, B12. Your energy blend is 1870 milligrams, including 200 milligrams of caffeine. So, caffeine's bitter tasting. There's 200 milligrams in this sucker. So that's another thing I have to look at compared to the older reviews. Other ingredients are purified water, natural and artificial flavors, sucralose, potassium sorbate, blah blah blah. Your recommended use is to take 1/2 for moderate energy and take the whole bottle for maximum energy. Don't exceed 2 bottles daily. According to them, chances are you'll die. And of course, it contains caffeine comparable to a cup of leading premium coffee. Limit caffeine products. Don't take if you're nursing, pregnant, sensitive to caffeine, or if you're a little child. Etc., etc. That's all we got. Berry flavor, they say. Berry flavor. Meaning it tastes like berries. That's all. Unfortunately, we don't have any real shot glasses that can work. The last shot glass we have has text on it. You can't see the drink, so we didn't want that. So we have to bring out this degenerate thing again, and has to make yet another reappearance. We'll just pour it all out. Why not, right? Go big or go home, my friends. Okay. It's green! It's actually pink, but I just wanted to say that. Just because it was from the older reviews when we last tried out 5-Hour Energy. It's a pinkish color. Filling up this fine chalice upon which we shall drink this from. I guess translucent, you would say, but alright, we'll just drink it up and we'll give our revised opinion on this. Maybe not, maybe it won't change, but we'll see. Going in, 5 hour energy berry flavor. Just top it off. As they say, go big or go home, my friends. We'll leave that tiny bit at the bottom just to annoy you. Well, perhaps I do have a different reaction to it now, years later. I may very well, as a matter of fact. You know, when I first tried 5 Hour Energy out, what did I say? I kind of went something like, "This is so bitter," or something like that. I didn't really watch the review, to be honest. That's what I remember. I remember I kind of spazzed out and went nuts, and you know, I didn't like it very much. Well, perhaps they did change ingredients. Perhaps it's a whole different product now, kind of, or maybe perhaps I just realized more things about the beverage. In that, it does have almost a mixed berry flavor. You can't really taste the berries, though. I can kind of taste a faint little hint of almost like strawberries, as I actually do portray strawberries here. Kind of mostly like a strawberry raspberry blend that I can taste. Not very prominent, though. Really, it's sweet. A very, very sweet drink. Mostly it's going to be sweet tasting. You're going to notice perhaps it's loaded with sugar, perhaps just artificial sweeteners, but it's mostly going to be sweet. That's what you're mostly going to notice about. Just the sweetness. Faint little berry flavor, but nothing really significant. Now the bitterness, not too bitter. Almost a little bit of a mild sourness slash bitterness, kind of a mix of the two. I imagine kind of dealing with the flavors and all that. When you swallow, mostly in an aftertaste, when it passes through those taste buds towards the back of your tongue. That's when you really do notice a little bit of a bitterness. A little bit. Not bad, though. It's not severe, just more of a mild type of bitterness. And I could understand that now. There's 200 milligrams of caffeine in such a little bottle. And caffeine itself is bitter. It's just bitter. Bitter tasting. So, I mean, and probably more components than the energy blend are as well. So having such a high amount of all these different substances in such a small little container, I could actually praise 5 Hour Energy for being able to cover most of that up. And having this sweet flavor, and even having a little bit of the described berry flavor in it as well. And having to look at it, 200 milligrams is a lot. Your standard 8-ounce Red Bull only has about 80 milligrams of caffeine. So to be able to have so much caffeine, so much energy in this little receptacle, without it being, bitter city, as you could call it, is remarkable. And I'm actually going to have to give 5 Hour Energy credit for that. Now, price-wise, this is more expensive. I mean, this might cost, up to $4 for something like that, for 1 ounce, but then you got to say, well, actually, it is a little bit pricey. I'd say maybe $3 it should be, not necessarily $4. I think that is a little bit expensive, but I mean, with that being said, just a little bit expensive, but it has a lot of caffeine, and they did do a good job actually covering it up. So, compared to what I remember it as, it's actually better. It actually is, and I got to give them the credit for that. It is a bit better than what I remember it being. So I do have to kind of give 5 Hour Energy a little imaginary pat on the back right there. I guess pat on the top of the little bottle, and I say, they actually did better. Nowhere near as bad as I recall it being. So maybe they fixed some things. Oh, I don't know. Out of 10, what are we going to be giving this? We're going to be giving this a 7.9 out of 10. Didn't quite make the 8 out of 10 threshold just because of price, but otherwise can't really bash it at all. Can't really say too many bad things about it. A little bit of aftertaste, but that's kind of to be expected. Well, That being said, this is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. Today we reviewed 5 Hour Energy, great tasting, and, perhaps may not be great tasting, but certainly not bad tasting, as I may once have fervently proclaimed back in 2011. So that being said, thank you for watching. This is Energy Crisis, the Energy Drink Report. Today's reviews for 5 Hour Energy, very flavored. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you later. Take care. This is Report of the Week.